Hey, how you guys doing? This is William Myers, Mantis Outdoors, and if I sound a little bit funny, it's because I got a little bit of a sore throat, kind of a little bit sick, no big deal, but just affecting my speech a little bit. But I'm out here nevertheless, going to do a weekend camp out with Chris, and today we're a video about some of the more frequently asked questions that I get. You know, number one frequently asked question usually is, where did I get that green hoodie, or what knife should I bring with me into the woods? This is more like what food do I bring? I get that question pretty much on a daily basis. Hey, if you're packing for 3 days, what kind of food would you bring? Or how would you store your water, or stuff like that. But more often than not, I get asked about freeze-dried foods. Honestly, in my opinion, people make too big of a deal out of packed food. If you go to your local grocery store and you're in the refrigerated section or the frozen section, you're probably not in the right place, depending on what time of the year it is. If it's in the middle of winter, grab you pretty much whatever you want, because the whole outdoors is a refrigerator at that point, obviously. It depends on temperature. But like I said, the most frequently asked questions that I get are about foods like Mountain House, MREs, etc., etc. Those store-bought, freeze-dried foods that, to be honest with you, I really don't buy that often. And I'll tell you why. Is because, one, they're very expensive. I mean, a bag of 2 meals, I think it's 2.5 servings per bag, $9. That's pretty expensive in my opinion. I could go out and spend $1 here, $1 there, and I could have almost the same meal. But we're going to go through some of these. We're going to try them out, see how they taste. Some of the options that are out there, there's a couple options out there for people. They're not cheap. They pack extremely well, so that's kind of one of the pluses to them. And for people on the prepping side of things, they like those Mountain Houses because, you can store them in the ideal conditions for 25, 30 years sometimes. The bags that we carry for camping, they're only good for like shelf life of 10, 15 years. And that's if they're stored properly. But let's go try some of this food out. Alright, so what you're looking at right now on the ground is just a selection of some of the things that you can buy from the store that will pack up very well and will survive, long-term hiking, backpacking, etc., etc. But like I said, these things are, in my opinion, rather expensive. These Bridgeford sandwiches, they come 2 in a pack, but it's like $6.50 for one of them. That was at Dick's Sporting Goods. So, it could be a different price. You could get them for a better deal, but I think that's a little bit expensive for 2 sandwiches. That being said, they are 300 calories for this barbecue sandwich. You can get a little shot of the nutritious facts there. All the fat content, sugar, all that. And then I bought 2 different kinds. There is a barbecue beef and bread and sweet and sour chicken and bread. The sweet and sour chicken is 290 calories per sandwich. And there's all the other facts. So, just out of curiosity, let's see how this one kind of tastes. As kind of wrapped up like an MRE, you always got these little packets to keep it moisture out. Yum yum. See how it tastes here. Not bad. I've had worse, especially at MREs. Not bad at all. Pretty good. Now these Mountain Houses, these are basically like 2 meals. They're made for you to make it at like lunchtime or so, seal it back up, eat it in like a couple hours before you're going to bed. Packs up pretty good. It's just, like I said, there's cheaper options out there. Like I said, if you're in the grocery store and you're in the frozen food section, you're probably not in the right place. But you go to the dry goods, like the instant potato, there's sacks of instant potatoes and stuff like that. Dried meats, even like packaged meats, that if they're on the shelf, they're not refrigerated, they're going to pack. But let's go ahead and try one of these Mountain Houses. I'll go ahead and throw this one together. It's the lasagna with meat sauce. See how that tastes? All that it really takes is 2 cups of water, which is about 16 ounces, roughly about a bottle of water. But just to show you, some of the stuff that I buy, that I pack with me all the time, is stuff like this. I mean, there's 3, 4, 5 meals in here. This is just dehydrated meat, really. It reconstitutes in water. You can mix it in with noodles, what have you, rice, stuff like that. And then just like almonds, really highly nutritious, lots of fat, lots of calories. Just a handful of them for breakfast, you know, stuff like that. People make packing food too much of a big deal. You know, it's really not that big of a deal. Just use common sense and pack what you want. And these things are fairly simple to figure out. All you do is just tear them apart, tear it open. And then inside is going to be the silicone pack. We'll save that, pack it out. And then you just pour in 2 cups of boiling water. And it comes with like a little zipper lock. Smells great already. And what I like to do is give it a little shake. Nope, don't shake it out. Wasn't sealed all the way. Shake it up a little bit. And then just let it sit for like 4 or 5 minutes. Dinner served.
Now, all these things Will was showing, I have something else with me today I figured I would throw in here. I showed it once before, but I think it was last summer. Everybody knows about Cliff Bars. These are kind of like superior to Cliff Bars. They're called Pro Bars. And these are 100% non-GMO, vegan, dairy-free. They just have everything you need for long-term energy. So I think it's about 370 calories. I mean, you look at the ingredients, it's just, you know, oats, cashew butter, you know, sesame seeds, almonds, apple juice, strawberries, blueberries, crispy brown rice, you know, flax seeds, you know, all sorts of stuff in here.
Where's the monosodium glutamate?
No, there ain't none of that stuff. So this is something that you can pack easy. You don't have to worry about if it gets hot or anything like that. I mean, that's basically long-term energy. So if I'm out eating, I'll just like break off little chunks of this at a time. I'm not going to eat the whole thing. And it just keeps me going. So far, I mean, we had breakfast this morning, but I've just had one of these so far today. I'm not even hungry. So, you can find these at REI if you have an REI near you. I haven't seen it anywhere else, but you know, there's this thing called the internet, and usually you can buy just about anything on it. So, this one is strawberry. I think the best one that I've tried, they've got a bunch of different ones, is the Super Fruit Slam. Not the Superfood Slam, Super Fruit. Superfood's got a lot more good stuff in it, but you know, there's a lot of like alfalfa, you know, green stuff, and it's all right. It's not as good as the fruit stuff. So check these things out. I just think they're a lot better than the Cliff Bars, and especially a lot of people want to get like those giant candy bar looking things for like metrics, like bodybuilder protein bars, but when you look at the ingredients on that, it's all a bunch of junk. So that's another option for you.
Alright, so it's been about 4 or 5 minutes, so this is done. Nope, like I said, it's not rocket science, guys, but there you go. Lasagna in a bag. It's not like, it's a little bit better than MREs, basically, if you guys are out there eating MREs. It's a little bit, tastes better than that. You know, this kind of stuff has come a long way, but like I said, it's rather expensive. So I mean, if you're going out every single weekend, you're not going to want to buy this stuff every single weekend, you know, unless you just got money like that. You know, I don't. You know, I just go to the store, get some stuff that I know is going to pack well, and it's easy to cook. You know, half the stuff that I cook out here, I don't even take out of the bag to cook. I just cook it right in the bag. You know, just sit it in a pot of boiling water. You know, it's less dishes to clean up, stuff like that. But just go ahead and check out what we got. Don't look too bad. Obviously very, very hot. Yeah, it's really good. You know, that's dinner. Alright guys, well, it's been William Myers, Mantis Outdoors. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, there's some more of my previous videos that are playing in the screens to my left right now. There's also a subscribe button over there. If you haven't done so, I appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. To stay up to date with what I'm doing with my school and the YouTube channel, stay posted on the videos that are going to be uploaded. You can go to www.facebook.com/Mantis Outdoors, or you can go to www.mantisoutdoorsllc.com. Liking my videos helps me and my channel out a lot. I appreciate all your views, comments, and support, and hopefully we'll see you out in the woods.